All right, then. We are back, and to do another tier list continuation video. This time I have 14 matchups because season 3 was quite short, but there are matchups I would like to see. So, starting off with Ragna from Blaze Blue versus Dante from Devil May Cry is actually a lot more of a simple reasoning. I just want Dante. I just want more of Dante, I guess, but I suppose I can also do with more of Ragna. That I think that'd be cool. Uh, Next is Morrigan Ainsland. I don't know how you pronounce that. Morrigan from Darkstalkers versus Bayonetta. Um, Assuming Morgan doesn't have anything to do with like time manipulation, then Bayonetta wins. But besides that, I don't really have much else to say on this matchup. Um, do I want it more than Ragna versus Dante? I don't think it matters anymore. But Sakuya Izayoi from Touhou versus Bayonetta is a matchup that I've just now recently come to enjoy as an idea, and I feel like makes a lot more sense than Morgan versus Bayonetta. Still not a matchup I'm like super like excited for if it were to be announced. I mean, I wouldn't hate it or anything, but it can go like right next to the Touhou versus Sega matchup. Next is Bowser versus Lord Hater from Wander Over Yonder. And this focuses more on the goofy side of like both characters, I would think. I would imagine it would also be a fun army fight. So it can go right here. Um I'm saying a lot. Next is Ganondorf from The Legend of Zelda versus Sauron from Lord of the Rings. Another more recent matchup I've come across, but I've also come to enjoy as an idea, and I think it'd be pretty dang cool. Um, I think it works, but do I like it more than Doom versus Gilgamesh? That is a yes. Actually, I think I even like it more than Luigi's matchups. Um, Next up is three Joker matchups. DC's Joker, that is. I don't really want him to fight Joker from Persona 5, but I wouldn't hate that. But DC's Joker versus Marvel's Green Goblin is probably the Joker matchup they would do if I had to like place money on it or something. But I don't know. I think it can like work. It works very well with the two characters. Um, I mean, purely off vibes, you can see it and stuff like that. Next is Emperor Joker versus Kefka from Final Fantasy. Ow. Um, yeah, the this one probably doesn't make as much sense to me as Loki versus Kefka, but again, I wouldn't super hate on it. That just doesn't seem fair. But next is Joker Arthur Fleck versus Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. Um, yeah, two of I don't know how to. I'm not very good at words. How do I say this? These two, like one. I mean, one has a society that abandons him and treats him like trash. His words. Um, and the other one just has a seemingly normal life. And regardless of whether or not it was all a dream in the end, I guess it's what these two could theoretically be capable of. That could make it interesting, but overall, I don't see the most appeal. I guess I don't know. It's not horrible. Next is Mewtwo versus Black War Greymon from Digimon, and I didn't know much about Black War Greymon until the Death Battle cast. Come to find out that he's a little bit he's a bit more similar to Mewtwo origin wise. I don't know. I didn't really pay too much attention. I'm not too good at that one, but I think it would make for a decent episode. Right there. Next is Mewtwo versus Tetsuo. Like, I guess the main connections are both telekinesis, or I don't know. How the fuck do you say it? Telekinesis and tragic origin story. I don't I don't know, but I would still like to see it. It's not so bad. Hang on, I gotta. All right, I'm back. Where were we? Um. Uh. All right. Ken Masters from Street Fighter versus the Pokemon Blaziken. It's really just a more simple idea of just two fire themed fighters who specialize in kicking. So it can go like right here, maybe even top of D tier. Um, gosh. Next is Amy Rose versus Sakura Haruno from Naruto, and I suppose this one could also like go in D tier because even though I don't want it that much, I can see the connections too. So maybe putting it in D tier isn't all that fair. Like, I get it. Not by a lot though. Maybe there is something there, and I'm just not. I don't know. I'm kind of tired. Next is Archie Amy Rose versus May from Guilty Gear, and I also just learned about this matchup, so it's not going to rank as high as others, but I do like it better than Amy versus Sakura. But not to worry because the last one for today is Doomsday versus SCP-682, and it goes all the way at the top for now because of like I want to see how far Death Battle could scale these two characters and how far they can be like pushed, especially with like them being like hard hitters that can adapt to everything that's thrown at them, at least as far as I know. Okay. All right, that's about that. That's really it. Yeah, bye bye.